Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you'll have a wonderful Shabbos. Misha Nichnas Adar Marbin B'Simcha. During the month of Adar, we continuously increase the joy in our lives, and hope everyone has been able to do that. If you are in the area, we hope you'll be here over Shabbos. It's going to be an incredibly joyous Shabbos at the Young Israel Brookline as we celebrate the Bar Mitzvah of Alex Mandel. And we wish Alex and his entire family Mazel Tov. And we daven also that this upcoming week, just as it will include the celebration of Purim, and of course, make sure you know all the events and programs that will be taking place, Megillah readings, to have an amazing Purim. But just as, seriously, just as Hashem saved the Jewish people in Persia so long ago, so too should the Jewish people merit divine protection, salvation, even miracles this coming week as we hold the entire Jewish people in our hearts and minds. One of the four mitzvahs of the day of Purim is matanos le'evyonim, gifts to the poor, to those in need. The Shulchan Aruch writes, "Chayav kol adam litain lefachos shnei matanos l'shnei aniyim." Every person, man, woman, above bar and bar mitzvahs, is obligated to give two gifts to two different people, a gift to a person, but to two recipients who are in need. And like every year, the Young Israel Brookline organizes matanos le'evyonim to be distributed in the local area to people who are in need, and that is one excellent way to fulfill the mitzvah. However, I'd like to focus on one first technical detail, and in that detail, we will learn a very fundamental lesson of Purim, but which applies the entire year. The commentaries on the side of the Shulchan Aruch write, "Va'afilu ani hamisparnes min tzedakah," and even a poor person who is unfortunately in such financial difficulties that they are dependent upon the support of the community, even they are obligated in the mitzvah of Matanos Le'evyonim to give to other people in need. The commentaries, however, question this halacha and this ruling. Normally, an ani is exempt from the mitzvah of tzedakah. If you don't have extra money beyond your needs, then you're not obligated to give money to others. Normally, certainly, we would not be obligated to give tzedakah to someone just so that they can give to someone else. And yet, for Matanos Le'evyonim, I was quoting the Taz, that is the case. We want to make sure that everyone can fulfill, can participate, can experience the mitzvah, the fulfillment of the mitzvah of Matanos Le'evyonim, and even if that means giving certain people additional money so that they can give to others, we are obligated to do that. But the commentaries are bothered by this because, again, normally that is not so. Normally, someone who is dependent upon the support of others is exempt from the mitzvah of tzedakah. And therefore, the commentaries explain that we see from here that the mitzvah of Matanos Le'evyonim is not a mitzvah of tzedakah, specifically, exclusively. It is not just an example of charity that our sages enacted that on this day specifically you should give tzedakah, as it is generally true all year long. This is in contrast to, for example, the old custom of mos chitim, to give tzedakah around Pesach time so that everyone has their basic Pesach needs. That is a mitzvah tzedakah. We look around, and if people need resources to celebrate Pesach, so then we need to help them. We need to fill that need. But the mitzvah of Matanos Le'evyonim is different. The mitzvah of Matanos Le'evyonim is the sister mitzvah to mishloach manos, shalach manos, that we give to our friends. That is not a mitzvah of tzedakah, but rather Chazal understood that part of the very nature of the day of Purim, how we should celebrate it, how we should be happy, how we should rejoice, is through bonding with others and through the giving of gifts. And to all of our friends, there's mishloach manos. We should give shalach manos to as many people as we can. And on top of that, the people who are in need, so we want to give even more. Matanos Le'evyonim. And our sages had the great insight that the most profound joy comes from being able to give. There is a much deeper joy, much deeper happiness, much deeper spiritual delight that comes from giving much more than receiving. And our sages wanted every person to be able to do that on Purim. They wanted every person to be able to be a giver, to feel that joy in being able to share with someone else. Everyone should be able to do the mitzvah of Matanos Le'evyonim. And therefore, Chazal said, according to the Taz of many authorities, that even someone who is dependent upon the support of the community, we need to make sure that they have enough resources so that they can give to others on Purim. We want everyone to feel that joy, that meaning, that sense of being blessed that you're able to give to others. Mishenechnas Adar Marvin B'Simcha. On Adar we increase our joy, and there is a joy, perhaps the greatest joy, of being able to give to others, to share with others, to help others. And so, with the days that we have left leading up to Purim, and Mishenechnas Adar Marvin B'Simcha, the entire month of Adar, even after Purim, we should try to increase the joy in our lives by increasing how much, how powerfully, how meaningfully, how thoughtfully we give. We give to others, we give to the community, we give to organizations. And there are so many ways to give. Of course, you can give financially, you can give emotionally, you can give with your time, you can give with your encouragement, you can give with your presence by being present. You give to those around you. So let's all think in the spirit of Purim, the day of giving, the day that we find joy and meaning and happiness in being a giver. Mishenechnas Adar Marba B'Simcha, the entire month. We want to increase that attribute and then take it with us the entire year. We should be blessed that we are happy people, which allows us to give. And by being giving people, that should make us even happier. Good Shabbos, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom.